What's going on, guys? Voleh here. We're going to be working on Cinema 4D lights today. You get that sort of Easter egg look, sort of light balls. I don't know what to call them, but this is what it looks like after it's fully rendered. Saved it as my desktop background. You got that nice reflective look, and the colour of the balls reflecting off the floor as well. So yeah, we're going to get straight into it. I'm going to click on File, New, and we're going to rotate the camera so we have it lined up with the arrows, like so. And before we go ahead and have the spheres and everything, we want to change the render settings. So general, full render, the save file to the desktop or wherever you want to put it. Just name it lights, make it a PNG, and put the anti-analyzing to best, and the output to 1280 by 720. And you want to go ahead after and just check all these settings. So yeah, we're good. You want to go to Effect, click on Global Illumination, and you want to go to the Irradiance Cache file. Make sure autosave is unticked. Right, so now we've sorted the render settings out, we want to go ahead and go to the Object Tools and add something called the Sphere. Now if you go to your Scale tool, you can decrease the size or increase the size, but if you go to your Live Selection tool, you can move the arrow keys. Red is left and right, the green is up and down, and the blue is back and forth. So I'll just mess around with these until I get it where I want it. Right, so now I've got my sphere. What I want to do is I want to make two materials. And also I want to click on my sphere and I want to increase the segments by 30, so it gives it that nice smooth look. So if we click on our first material and we click on colour, I want to change the colour to a nice black colour. It's actually going to be great, but we're going to increase the brightness to 300. So now we've done that, we want to have that reflective look to it, so we want to click on reflection, and we want to put this brightness to 20, and we want to click on the texture, add something called Fresnel, and we want to put the mix strength to 20. Right, so now we've done that, we want to drag and drop it onto our material. The reflective look won't show up until you fully render it and add flows and everything and colours. But anyway, go on to the second material and click on your colour, make it full white, go to luminance, and you want to make the colour say a nice blue colour, and you want to put the brightness to 300. Right, so now we've got our colour. What we want to do is we want to select the sphere and we want to make it editable by clicking here, and we want to click on our polygon tool. Right, so now we've done that, we want to click on selection, and we want to select something called ring selection. So if we rotate it upwards, so we can select, make our rings, you press shift and you select the top, and press shift again and select this, and just make like a little pattern. You can do it however you want to, but I'm just going to do it like an Easter egg look, like I said before. So yeah, we keep on doing that until we get that look we want, and we do the bottom like so. Right, so now we've got our Easter egg looking sphere. What we want to go do is we want to drag and drop this material onto one of the rings. As you can see, we'll have our colour of our first sphere. So yeah, we want to click on the model tool, and we want to click on the live selection tool also, and we want to copy all the spheres. Well, we want to copy two of them depending on how many you want. I'm just going to do two. I'm going to line them up, have one at the middle, and have another one at the far right. We'll just wait for it to load up. Right, so there we are. So just mess around until you got it perfect. So this is how it is for me, this is how I'm going to have it. We've got a bit more there. So yeah, so now you've got your spheres, what you want to do is you want to copy this material by pressing Ctrl C and V, once again until you've got 2 more, and you want to change the colour of the first 2 materials. So I'm going to make it a nice red, and the settings that we did before, you won't need to change them because it's already applied. And what you want to do is you want to click on your second sphere, you want to click on your material, and you want to drag and drop and replace it for the blue. Now, whoops, was meant to click on the red, not the alright, right, I've got the red now. Okay, so I drag and drop it onto the material. So when it loads up, this should change to red. So yeah, right, we've got a red looking Easter egg now. Now we want to click on our sphere 1. We want to change this colour to, oops, I want to go on luminance, sorry, and click on like a sort of orange colour. Well, it changed to yellow or whatever, just make it a bit more yellow. Right, so there, we've got our yellow looking colour. As we did before, we want to click on our material, and we want to drag and drop yellow and replace it for the blue. So now we've got our yellow, red and blue spheres. What we want to do is we want to rotate them. So if you click on your rotation tool, go like that, do the same for this one, also do the same for this one. So yeah, you can mess around with them. This is how I like it, just organised and lined up. Just move this down a bit more. Right, so now we've lined up our spheres and everything, and all I want to do is add something called a flow. So if you go ahead, click over here and add a flow, click on your live selection tool again and drag it down just to about just where the balls can hover, like hover off the floor, so you have that reflective look on the floor. Right, so now we've done that and we've lined it up with our camera. If we go ahead and render this, as you can see, global illumination makes it look really nice, as these kind of dots to where the light is going to be. So yeah, after it's fully rendered, it should be round about now. This is the sort of look we get. Obviously the lighting off the floor, the reflecting off each other, and just a really nice look. So yeah, after you've done that, you want to click on render, and you want to render it as a picture viewer, and it'll just do what just happened before. And after it's finished, it will save to your desktop after it's finished rendering. So yeah, you can save it as a desktop background, you can do whatever you want with it really. But this has been how to do lights for today on Cinema 4D. If you want to request a tutorial, then please go ahead. I use all these programs here and I'm very advanced in the majority of them. So yeah, thanks for watching guys, I'll speak to you later.